Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television, Lagos. A reminder of our top stories now. Former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, asked the federal government to stop plans to increase value-added tax. Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, set to declare results of Adamawa State governorship election after the conduct of supplementary elections in 44 polling units. Women in Rivers State stage peaceful protests to demand lasting solution to delay in collation of state governorship election results. And British lawmakers prepare for another round of voting in Prime Minister May's Brexit plan on Friday. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you, and on youtube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news and updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Hundreds of women and supporters of the PDP in Rivers State today took to the streets to protest what they call unnecessary delay in the collation and announcement of results of the governorship elections in the state. The women took their calls to the office of the Department of State Services and the headquarters of the State Police Command, singing solidarity songs to drive home their points. Our correspondent Emmanuel Array reports.
Women dressed in black took to the streets of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to protest what they say is a disturbing situation regarding collation process in the election in Rivers State. And they march carrying placards and singing songs on the way to the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission in the state capital as some drama is seen.
The whole state in Nigeria, election has been concluded and done with. Only Rivers State, what have we done? What have we done? Every time is Rivers State. Every time is Rivers State. This time around, we will take our destiny into our hands. And we have spoken, and so shall it be.
We want to assure you once again that all our activities here are not geared towards the interests of any person or party, but for achieving the interests of all the electorates in bringing out who they voted for.
Women, this time in white tops, also take to the streets in another part of town, calling for the release of the election results. And singing solidarity songs and carrying placards with what they say are their demands. The march to the office of the DSS and the River State Police Command.
We have suffered enough. Let our results be declared. Is that not so? We want our results. We don't want more killing. We don't want more delay. River State is in coma without the result. We want to come alive again.
I want to assure you that all your messages will be passed across to the Commissioner of Police, and appropriate actions will be taken where necessary.
For now, the protests may not have changed anything much as the INEC gets set for the collation and declaration of results from April 2nd to the 5th. Emmanuel Array, Channels Television News.
The Abuja Division of the Court of Appeal has affirmed the victory of Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State at the July 14th, 2018 governorship election. The three-man panel, led by Justice Stephen Ada, in a unanimous judgment, dismissed the appeal filed by the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and its candidate in the election, Mr. Olushola Eleka, describing the suit as unmeritorious. The Independent National Electoral Commission had declared that Fayemi and his party, the All Progressives Congress, polled a total of 197,459 votes to defeat Eleka and the PDP, who placed second with 178,121 votes. Mr. Eleka and his party had alleged, among other things, that the election was marred by a lot of wrongs, including non-compliance with the Electoral Act. But the tribunal on January the 28th, 2019, dismissed their petition and affirmed the results declared by INEC. The petitioners further appealed to the appeal court, raising 7 issues against the judgment of the tribunal. But delivering judgment, Justice Ada, who gave only a summary of the Court of Appeal's verdict, resolved all the 7 issues raised against the appellant and in favor of the respondent, Fayemi, INEC and APC. In the meantime, Osun State Governor Boyega Oyetola is asking the Court of Appeal in Abuja to reverse the majority judgment delivered on March the 22nd, 2019 by the Osun State Election Tribunal. The tribunal had, by majority judgment by 2 of its 3 members, voided the election of Mr. Oyetola and announced Senator Ademola Adeleke as the People's Democratic Party PDP winner of the September 28 governorship elections in Osun State. In a 39-ground notice of appeal filed by his team of lawyers led by Wole Olanipeku, Governor Oyetola faulted the majority judgment given by Justice Peter Obiora and Ayinla on the grounds that it was replete of contradictions and not supported by evidence led by the petitioners. The governor is contending in his first ground of appeal that the entire majority judgment is a nullity because it was written and delivered by Justice Obiora, who allegedly did not participate in all the proceedings of the tribunal and was not present when all the witnesses gave evidence. He noted that Justice Obiora was absent on February the 6th this year when the respondents' witnesses 12 and 13 testified and tendered exhibits, which the tribunal admitted in evidence. You're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, reaching you live from Lagos. Let's cross over to our Abuja studios now, where Ibrahim Adra is standing by to take us through a couple of more stories. Ibrahim.
Yimba, thanks a lot. Let's stay a little more with the judiciary. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has revoked the bail earlier granted to the self-styled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Binta Nyako, who made the order, also ordered that trial will continue in the absence of Mr. Kanu and also directed that a bench warrant be issued for his arrest. The court said it was given the order because Mr. Kanu had failed to appear in court after his bail was granted in April 2017. She ruled that the trial must continue one way or another and directed that a fresh date for the continuation be given by parties so that the matter would continue in Mr. Kanu's absence. The case has been adjourned to June the 18th. Justice Nyako's decision followed an application filed before the court by the prosecuting counsel, Mr. Magaji Labaran, asking the court to try Mr. Kanu in absentia in line with the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, since he had failed to make himself available for trial. The federal government had charged him with treason, but Justice Nyako granted him bail after 18 months in detention. Kanu had recently vowed not to return to the Federal High Court in Abuja, boasting that the Nigerian court lacked the capacity to try him. President Muhammadu Buhari today met with the nation's security chiefs at the State House in Abuja. Those who met with the president include the Chief of Defense Staff, the Service Chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, the Directors General of the DSS and NIA, as well as the Chief Defense Intelligence. A meeting lasted about 2 hours, after which the security chiefs declined to make any comments. Today's meeting is coming less than 2 weeks after a similar one held with the president. We'll now go to Edo State, where in South region, where the acting governor, Philip Shuaibu, has been on an inspection tour of the state with a view of assessing compliance to sanitation guidelines in Uelu Spare Parts Market, as well as the gully erosion drainage project ongoing in the area. The acting governor was not particularly impressed with the conduct of the spare part dealers. Our Edo State correspondent Osaze Obaze reports.
The Welcoming Party received the acting governor and his team with chants asking the state governor to fix the Welu Spare Parts Market Road. The mood becomes more feisty as the traders vent out their frustration. They believe that the government should speed up the road construction project. One good turn deserves another, like they say. The acting governor is asking the traders to deliver on their own part of the bargain. He believes that the spare parts traders have been quite untidy and somewhat destructive as their actions worsen the gully erosion projects.
When I don't put tire and everything, all the iron burn them. The concrete now, when I don't affect them. As when I burn that in, now the concrete, when they weaken. When they weaken the concrete. And as when they weaken, and now money where government take work, now they waste so. This road, by the time we are done, after the meeting, by the time we are done, when people they pass here, hold up, no go there. Hold up, they say go slow, no go there here. When I hear, because if go slow there, when I market say no go move. When I market go move, go slow there here.
The Commissioner for Environment takes a cue from her principal. She wants the people to assist government in its quest to sort this problem out.
We had to go now to look at it, sensitize them and tell them again, I mean, come on. If you block these drains now again, it's just going to worsen the problem. So, you see, when I was explaining to you, the work really is not for us to fix it. It's for our people to understand what causes these problems, what they need to do when it's fixed, after it's fixed, and how to maintain.
From the Welu Spare Parts Market in Benin City, the Edo State capital, Osazoba, Z Channels Television News.
Many thanks, Osaze. And that's all from Abuja. We return to Lagos studio, where Gemba is standing by.
Brilliant, Ben. Thanks indeed, Ibrahim. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has continued the issuance of certificate of return to governors and legislators-elect who emerged winner in the just concluded general elections across the country. The certificate is meant to validate their victories at the polls and prepare them for their inauguration in May.
Ogun State Governor-elect Dapo Abiodun steps up with his deputy to receive the certificate of return from the INEC National Commission. Mr. Abiodun then turns his attention to the people of Ogun State, promising to make their trust in him count.
I solemnly swear the administration will be fair, just, equitable, and inclusive. A government that truly earns and deserves confidence and trust of the citizenry through a transparent and accountable leadership.
In Abia State, Governor Okezi Ekpeazu shows off his certificate to his supporters. He's all about working for the people.
That we are all going to work hard to ensure that we live Abia a better place, much better than we met it.
In neighboring Anambra State, 30 members of the State House of Assembly are also given certificates that they say is a show of the people's confidence in them.
And I will continue to subscribe to the constitutional mandate of the representation, oversight function, and of course, residency advocacy.
Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom has also been handed his certificate of return, and his celebration takes him to the streets, where he assures that his administration will be people-oriented.
We are here to serve you people. We serve you in humility. We serve you with meekness. We serve you with love.
The governor-elect in Nasarawa State, Mr. Abdullahi Sule, has also been issued with a document that sees him at the helm for the next 4 years. His gratitude is to the people who ensured his victory by voting.
The credit actually goes to the people of Nasarawa State for accepting the will of God and for being able to be part of it.
In the state, Governor Nasir El-Rufai, after receiving his people-oriented, calls for support from all to make Kaduna work.
We need all our people to pull together in building a better Kaduna state. Let us jointly undertake the task of building the capacity and confidence of our people.
The Taraba State Governor, Darius Ishaku, has been presented with the certificate. Thanking the people, the governor reiterates the need for peace to achieve meaningful progress.
Without peace, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot achieve any meaningful development. With peace, everything is achievable.
The governor-elect in Yobe State, Honorable Mala Buni, and his deputy have also been presented with their certificates. Commending the conduct of the election, Mr. Buni extends his appreciation to other contestants. With a broad smile, the Sokoto State Governor, Aminu Tambuwal, displays his certificate of return. He is happy that it ended in his favor, albeit after a tough run.
This victory of ours, we dedicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because with all that happened, with all that came, with everything that was done, Allah said no.
As all the winners celebrate their certificates, the hope of the electorate is that after 4 years, the dividend of democracy promised them to others does not end up State Governor Aminu. Oralu Ashonibare, Channels Television News.
When the News at 10 returns, First City Monument Bank introduces Easy Account to meet demands of low-income earners in Nigeria. Stay with us.